your eyes open!
Hello everyone, I'm Agent Spider, and my mission is to showcase Marth's down tilt. I will explain how to utilize this move and bring out its full potential, since I've noticed how underdeveloped this move is. There are 4 main uses for this move, and I will cover each one in this brief guide. I hardly see Marth players use this move to pressure shields, which is interesting considering how useful this move is in this regard. Marth's down tilt is very quick, coming out at frame 7. That's as fast as Roy's down tilt, for reference. It has good disjointed range and a nice tipper hitbox. While the tipper doesn't kill, it is safe on shield. Tipper down tilt is -6 on shield, whereas sour down tilt is -9. This means that Marth's tipper down tilt is 2 frames safer on shield than Lucina's down tilt, and 1 frame safer on shield than Roy's blunt spot down tilt. Not only is the move itself pretty safe on shield, but Marth is low profiling during the move. This makes many rising out of shield options almost useless against him. Even if you land a sour spot, the move is extremely quick, and again, Marth is still low profiling, so you can catch your opponents off guard. I like running up to my opponent and shield pressuring them with down tilt, and then I immediately run away. If my opponent falls for the feint, they will use an option of some sort, which I can potentially punish or hold on to make a future read. If my opponent decides to keep holding shield after I poke them, I can take advantage of this with a grab or a shield breaker. I could also use a multi-hitting move like Dancing Blade or Jab to see if my opponent gets shield poked or drops shield trying to parry the first hit. Down tilt is great for tech chasing. It's not Marth's best tool in this kit for tech chasing, but it's still very threatening. Landing tipper down tilt starts tech chases at around 65%. Many people would argue that tipper down tilt is bad for tech chasing because it gives your opponent a bit more time to react and instantly tech. While this is true, because your opponent will most likely instantly perform a tech option, you have an easier time making a good read on your opponent. Marth's ground speed is still good enough to punish every instant tech option your opponent chooses. It's simply a matter of being ready for it. Now here's the actual problem we should talk about. Just like Lucina's down tilt, when you land a tipper down tilt as Marth, your opponent can DI upwards to escape the tech situation. However, this only works if your opponent DIs up right as they get hit, or right after they get hit. If they are any bit slower, they are not going to be able to escape this, unless they are at a very high percent or playing a very floaty character. This means that fast followers at these same percents will not be able to escape. No matter how hard they DI up, they can't escape unless they are at a very high percent. But either way, you can still punish your opponent for jumping out of the tech situation. Sour down tilt is good for starting tech chases at the higher percents, but it becomes way too good with rage. Having rage is when your down tilt becomes super deadly. Not only does your opponent have very little time to react to getting hit by the sour, but they land on the ground right in your face. This opens up so many easy kill opportunities. I also like using down tilt to extend my tech chasing. Another underutilized aspect of down tilt is poking. Not shield poking, just poking. Even if the move will not start a tech chase, it can halt aggressive approaches from many close range fighters. I noticed that when I land a sour down tilt at lower percents, most players would shield on reaction. So I grabbed them. If they try to spot dodge or are too slow to react at all, I go for a dancing throw. This is the most popular way to use Marth's down tilt, and it's pretty easy to see why. Down tilt can poke many characters dangling on ledge, so this forces your opponent to pick an option really quickly. You can get several quick reads and keep your opponent in a disadvantage by poking at them with down tilt. You can also use down tilt to poke recovering opponents and send them further out, which can set up for devastating edge guards. So there you have it, a guide on Marth's down tilt, also called the low thrust, as a fun fact. If you found this video helpful or mildly entertaining, please leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. More detailed Marth guides are on the way. Thank you for watching and keep gaming.